What's going on, guys? Welcome into AniMan Plus Bonus Cast Edition. I'm your host, Alex Light. Hopefully everyone's having a great day, whatever day you're listening to this bonus cast. Today's bonus cast is a very special conversation because we're going to be talking about the new Demon Slayer movie. It has just now come out over here in the States for us. We got to go see it opening night on April 22nd in our town. We're really excited to break everything down for you here in this episode. We are also going to have a spoiler version of this. If you guys want to hear a full spoiler breakdown, we will have a spoiler cast coming out alongside this one. This is for the people that just want to get someone's thoughts, get our thoughts. I don't know why you'd want our thoughts, but hey, what's up? Appreciate it. Just a spoiler-free version. The main things we're going to be talking about here is like the pacing of the movie, how we thought it did just adapting the train arc, the score, sound effects, and everything, the animation, of course. That's going to be the main gist of what we're talking about here today. We're not going to really spoil anything for you guys, so you guys can listen to this one in peace. Here in studio with me, I do have Zach running the cameras for our video podcasting.
What's up?
Zach, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. Can't complain.
Overall good movie? Enjoy yourself?
Yeah, overall it was very enjoyable. Enjoyed it immensely. Been a while since I went to the theater, so. That's
true. The last time I saw a movie in theater, I think, was the best superhero movie of 2020 was Sonic the Hedgehog. So, shout out to that. Over the phones, I do have Josh with me here today. Josh, how are you doing today?
I'm doing well.
Having a good day off so far?
It's a lot of cleaning. Spring cleaning.
Yeah, a lot of spring cleaning. Well, it is that time. It is that time to get shit done. So, for our video viewers over at YouTube, Sparky3 is our channel. We have started the video podcasting. Hey, how are you? Sup? For Josh being over the phone, hopefully you guys enjoy the different random pictures that will be normally where he would be sitting. We wanted, make it a little fun for you. So hopefully you enjoy all these beautiful pictures of Josh or random drawings that he has done and a random statue from downtown Little Rock with googly eyes on it. It says bitchin'. Hopefully you guys enjoy that as well. All right, so let's just go ahead and jump into it. Let's talk about the bonus cast, okay? Let's talk about the Demon Slayer movie. The first thing to kind of really talk about is the pacing. Let's talk about the pacing of the movie, how we thought it handled the arc, this being, an entire arc that it brought from the manga into a movie. And, in my opinion, one of the weaker arcs. I think this was really better suited for a movie. It would have been kind of lackluster to a point. For the anime, I feel like the movie really delivered it in a quick fashion instead of dragging it out week after week after week. So how do you guys think the pacing was handled for this movie, in you guys' opinions?
I mean, my opinion on the pacing, I personally like the pacing. It was because the runtime of the movie was, with previews and everything, right around 2 hours pretty much.
Yep. And
overall, I felt the pacing was well done, was connected with the movie, had very distinct set moments of each conflict and resolution that happened throughout the arc. The only slight thing I had problem with the pacing was probably during the whole dream sequence.
Fair.
Now, which I know based off, but way back when I read that was a good chunk of chapters, but it was still, I feel like that was the one bit that was stretched a bit from this arc.
Mm-hmm.
Personally. Other than that, I felt like the pacing was very solid overall.
Okay. Josh, what are your thoughts on the pacing and how everything was handled? I know you were kind of maybe thinking kind of the same thing with just how the dream stuff was going and everything. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, actually, to tell you the truth, I've been kind of flipping over the chapters for this arc in the manga. And, as far as the movie goes, it's like point for point, the chapters in the manga, which is really nice.
Mm-hmm.
The dream sequences are a little drawn out, and that's probably the biggest problem is the dream sequences. But everything else, is pretty much point for point exactly what happens in the manga. Even the fight scenes, which the fight scenes are extended in the movie, which is a really nice touch.
Yeah, no, that is definitely a nice touch. Love to see stuff like that. We've seen other animes, do the same thing for certain fights where they extend it, just for the sake of the episode. I know Black Clover's done that on a couple occasions, but and Demon Slayer did it here as well, which was definitely a nice touch for the movie because, I mean, if they wouldn't have done that, we would have had a pretty long stretch there of before stuff really started to happen and started to happen to a lengthy extent. So that was really dope. Let's touch on just like the animation of the movie. Animation was incredible. The animation beginning to end, in my opinion, was absolutely incredible. The CGI train and stuff. Anytime you're going to have CGI, it always looks obviously out of place, kind of wonky, whatever. But as a whole, I think the animation was done unbelievably throughout the entire movie. I thought it looked beautiful. Every character having their moments, really showcasing what they can do and just how well everything looked. I personally thought it looked beautiful. What was you guys' thoughts on it?
I mean, some of it gave me like early Studio Ghibli vibes, like during the beginning sequence, especially just the animation on it.
Mm-hmm.
It was kind of like Studio Ghibli-esque, which is really, really nice. I really like Studio Ghibli. But yeah, all the CG stuff actually blended really well. The landscapes and stuff was really nice. I assumed they were like CG. It almost looked like they were real, like they were actual, like, photographs. Well, not photographs, but like, video that someone had just like, animated the characters into sometimes, which was really cool to see. I really enjoyed it.
I mean, I very much enjoyed the animation as well. I was actually fact-checking because I was curious what studio it was done by. And, if animation is credited strictly to Akira Matsushima. Not a studio, just this one person.
I see that. Yeah, I have it pulled up right over here on my laptop. Yeah, he gets the credit for it.
Which I found was funny. I mean, if that was really by just one guy, my God, I hope he got a nice fat paycheck from all these royalties from over Japan and now over here in the West. But I highly doubt. I assume he has assistants.
Yeah, I would safely bet that there's a team.
But I mean, the animation was very good. I personally didn't notice anything that I could complain about. Actually, I take that back. There was one spot I noticed something. This during the dream sequence again, when he's walking through the snow, I could just vaguely tell the animation there was different. It wasn't the traditional 2D hand-drawn animation. It was the weird, newer 3D modeling animation. And that was the only time I noticed it throughout the entire film. Just that one shot of his back. Because as soon as it switched to the other side of it, it was back to the traditional animation style.
See, I didn't even catch that.
Yeah, and I just happened to notice that. And I was like, that's really odd that you're doing that there. I don't know why, but okay.
Yeah.
Fair. How do you guys feel about like the score and everything? How do you guys think the score was? And this just like the sound of the movie? Because I know one thing that I was commenting to Zach when we left is I really like how throughout this movie they really went for like the explosive-esque effects to really utilize it being in a movie theater. Which I also then made a joke because like just imagine what a Fire Force movie would be like in a theater. That would be insane in terms of just like how the explosions would sound and everything. But that was one thing I really noticed is that every time there was like some huge attack happening, it really brought the boom to utilize it being in a theater, which I personally really liked when it came to the sound effects. What are you guys' takes when it comes to the score of the movie and just like the sound effects, how all the sound was done and played out?
Yeah, no, I agree with you there. The sound effect choices and everything was very much tailored for that whole studio theater surround sound. Because every time there was a big sound effect, like Rengoku using his flame breathing, you could actually sort of feel it a little when you were seeing it in the seats and everything, and it was real nice. And just one little effect that I thought was... that I appreciated just for the small detail was his earrings. During the beginning portions, anytime he moved, you would hear the clattering of his earrings for some reason. It was only during the quiet portions because any other time it wasn't there. But it was just appreciate small details like that.
Yeah.
And the other thing I sort of appreciate was in this score was there was not a single song besides at the ending with lyrics. So it was all just strictly instrumental score the entire movie, besides the credits, which was really appreciated. Really was much more immersed in each scenes versus lyrics suddenly popping in and sort of taking you out of that moment.
Yeah. Once the lyrics kind of pop in, like your brain kind of, defaults to where it's just like, ooh, what is that? And you kind of just listen to that for a sec. Josh, I know you actually tried to find the score, the OST last night, right after the movie. So I'm assuming you really enjoyed it.
I did really enjoy it. Some of especially the climactic fight score.
Right.
That was probably my favorite.
True.
Yeah, I was totally trying to look for it, but I only have iTunes to choose from, and iTunes isn't very good in the anime music department. But as far as the sound effects go, like, I really enjoyed the booming sound effects. I don't know, it kind of gave it a different vibe. It made me more, excited to watch it. Kind of like when you're a kid and you're seeing these movies and there's these like booming sound effects, and then once you watch them on like DVD or TV or something, they're not there, not as present because the surround sound stuff. So it's really nice to like just be in there and in the moment and like have the booms for the extra effects and stuff.
It really made you like sit and be like, wow, I really miss going to the movie theater.
Yeah.
It's been a long time for all three of us. And again, I understand completely and respect why people would not want to go and they'll wait for it to come out on streaming. Like I said, I believe it's June 22nd. But man, this movie was really built to be watched in a theater, just because of the sound alone. The score itself was like, it was incredible. I'm with you, Zach. I love how it was mostly like instrumentals, and in terms of lyrical songs, we only got like the one at the end. Mm-hmm. I thought that kind of fit the flow really well. Like you said, didn't really take you away from it too much. Every track they threw in there, I really enjoyed it being in there. I noticed Zenitsu's theme was a little bit different than his normal one. I'm a big fan of that theme from the OST. I did notice that when he had his moment, because of course, as per all anime movies, every character has their moment. That's how it goes. Let's be real. When he had his moment, I did notice the track was a little bit different. I noticed Inosuke's was pretty much identical to his normal. It just seems like the normal theme is more tailored for the movie, which is nice. He's got a great theme. Overall, though, I really enjoyed this arc as a movie, and we've talked about this on the normal show of AniMan Plus, of where anime movies coming out, because of Demon Slayer, it's opened the potential for anime movies taking an arc and turning into a movie instead of just doing original content like we're used to.
And we're actually seeing that with the JJK movie that's going to be coming out.
Yeah, that being
Volume they're adapting Volume 0.
And I will say I've seen some rumors and reports that the Black Clover movie is actually going to finish the Spade Kingdom arc, which I gotta say I really hope it doesn't, but we'll see. I've seen rumors of that, but anyway, that's off topic.
I mean, yeah, rumors are rumors.
Yeah, exactly.
I wouldn't put any stock into it.
But taking this train arc and turning into a movie, I thought it personally fit wonderfully for a movie. And I'm very thankful they did this because, like I said, while there are a lot of cool things that happen throughout this movie that, it's just good things about the arc itself is a better way to put it, that would have been fine to see in the anime, week after week, whatever. Seeing it all just bundled together in this 2-hour package for you, into the level of animation and sound that we got, I think was a much better way to deliver this arc by far. And I'm really excited to see other possibilities for animes adapting arcs in the future, even Demon Slayer. We know Demon Slayer season 2 is confirmed. We know it's going to be the Entertainment District arc, but there's like, I think maybe 1 or 2 more arcs before the big finale arc of Demon Slayer. So maybe a second Demon Slayer movie could potentially adapt another arc, which would be pretty cool.
I mean, I could totally see Demon Slayer adapting another arc. Because let's be real, the Mugen Train arc, it was only chapters 54 to 66, so 12 chapters?
Right.
Yep.
And there's 205 chapters for Demon Slayer. So we've got a few more arcs to go before we actually get to the big finale. So I could totally see them doing a couple more, maybe doing another arc as a movie, because who would have guessed taking one of the weaker arcs from the series and turning it into a movie would make it as good as it is.
Right. I couldn't agree more with that. And, you know, in terms of talking about how good it is, I do actually have the current box office here in front of me. As of right now, it's set for $432.62 million worldwide is currently what it's setting at. And that's, you know, as its release date is now, you know, this is the day we're recording this, April 23rd, is the official release date here in the States and everything. So very curious to see how much more that number is going to jump. We already know it's the top grossing movie over in Japan, right, of all time?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I know it passed, like, Spirited Away. I know it passed Titanic. You know, I think it reached the top.
Yeah, it killed a lot of holders.
Right. So very, very interested to see how much this is going to continue to grow in sales since it is now over here. And, you know, again, I understand why people would not want to go to the theaters due to the COVID situation, but if you get the opportunity, we do recommend checking it out in the theaters. It is a wonderful experience. If you would like to wait just to be on the safe side, we completely understand. You know, every spot that you're at is different. You know, there's a lot more hot spots here across the country. And it should, like I said, again, should be coming out, I think, the 22nd of June for streaming. So hopefully you guys can check it out then and, hopefully just enjoy the ride because it's a very good movie, very well done. I was very impressed with it. I was pretty much attached to it beginning to end, lots of laughs, just lots of good times. Loved it. That's the bottom line. That's the best way to put it. This is one that I'll probably actually pick up when it comes out on Blu-ray.
Yeah.
This is one that I will definitely probably pick up. Honestly, I'd probably go ahead and say that's going to wrap up the bonus cast because we really don't want to try to talk about it too much. We're going to try to really be respectful to the anime only viewers that has not read this arc and they want to go into it as blind as they can. So I think that's actually just going to go ahead and wrap up this bonus cast unless one of you guys have anything you want to say to, you know, one last little tidbit about the movie or anything you want to say to wrap this up.
Yeah, I was going to say, I mean, it's not really a big spoiler, but at the end, during the final fight, oh man, when Goku comes in, I wasn't expecting it.
I know, Goku jumps in, and then, you know, Saitama comes in too. I mean, man.
Yeah, they really got all the Shueisha characters up in there, which was really nice, considering they plastered Shueisha at the beginning of the movie.
Yeah.
So, you know, I didn't see it coming, but we should have.
Yeah, we really should have. Deadpool popped in. That was cool. We had Chainsaw Man. He came in, you know, Dingy, you know, doing his thing. He was just trying to get laid. Man, whew, that ending, wild. Lots of characters just all coming in at once, man. You know, you had, you know, Steve Rogers come in too, you know, say Avengers Assemble.
That whole, like, Avengers Endgame ending vibe was just... Okay, it's gone on for too long.
Okay. All right. Well,
if you didn't catch the joke, these two are awful, and none of this happened, and you should not believe a bit of this. If you do, I apologize for everything they have said. What the f***? What the f***? What the f***?
Bro, don't be like that.
Someone's got to keep this show on track. If I just let you two go, we're going to go into friggin' nowhere.
We would have written our own movie.
That's true. We would have written another movie. That's true. All right. Well, if you guys listen to the end of this, we do appreciate it. If you guys are interested in the spoiler version, it will be coming out right alongside this. You can go follow us at AniMan Podcast for updates on everything going on with the general show. If you want to support us further, the Patreon is a great way to do so. We'd greatly appreciate it. For our new YouTube viewers, again, hello. How are you? You can drop a like. We'd appreciate that. Drop your comments. Tell us if you've seen the movie. Tell us what you thought of the movie. Subscribe is greatly appreciated. But I think that's going to do it. I think that's going to wrap up the bonus cast. And now we're going to jump straight into the spoiler cast here in a few minutes, recording these back to back. Just going to really just dive into it. That one's going to be a long one. We knew this one wasn't going to be that long, but that's fine. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
right.
That's it. As soon as the music kind of, really takes off, we're done here.
Bye, everybody.
Yeah, I kind of didn't time that right, but hey, bye.